Hi, I'm Marcel Floyd from Floyd's Climbers and Clematis. Today we're going to talk about how to plant your clematis and what to look for when buying a clematis. Now the first thing you should look for when you buy your plant is check how many stems it has. Now you notice this is Clematis Olympia and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stems on this. So this is a super bushy clematis. Anything from 2 stems plus is what you need to look for when you either go to your local nursery or your garden centre or come to us. That's what you want to expect to get. Now, planting clematis. The first thing you must do is check your soil. So if your soil happens to be here like this is very well drained soil. This is perfect for clematis, absolutely lovely. Because what clematis love is they like water, but they like to be able to get rid of it. So we're not going to have to add in any grit into the soil today to get your clematis to be free draining throughout the summer or through the winter even more so. Size of the hole. In an ideal world it would be 18 inches wide by 18 inches deep, but we're going to dig as big a hole as we possibly can within the soil we have. Okay, so we've dug a hole, we're ready to plant our clematis, but what we must do first, because the ground is so dry here, we're going to soak the hole. And through soaking the hole, we now know your clematis is going to get off to a great start with all that moisture down there. You can get its roots right into it. Okay, let's get on with the planting. Now I've got some lovely spent compost here from my nursery, so basically some plants that haven't made it. This has already got loads of feed in, so we can chuck some of this in here. Add in a sprinkling of bone meal, which is going to be great for the roots. A bit more, mix it all around. So that's going to give your clematis a lovely start. Now, here's the rule. If we were to plant up that tight to it, it would get no water. So we're going to come back 18 inches. So any rain that comes out of the sky, they're going to get. Now this is Clematis Olympia. So it's a hybrid. So we always plant it deeper than what it is in the pot. So I'm at least 4 to 5 inches lower than what it is in the container. And you may ask me, why am I planting it so deep? Well, if you happen to ever get the dreaded thing called clematis wilt, you've got plenty more shoots underneath the ground ready to spring back into life. I'm going to put in some of all this lovely topsoil we've got here, all the way round, firming it down with my hand. You don't have to get your foot on it, it's not a tree. Just get it in there. So you've still got your lovely flowers there, so we haven't buried them. You're not going to miss out on them. Still loads of lovely buds to come. Now this clematis will flower for you for at least 3 months. Now we're in what I call a semi-shady spot, and you're thinking, yeah, but the sun's out on it now. Well, yes, it's going to get the sun in the morning, but come the afternoon, it won't get any sun, but it will still flower its socks off. Now, what do clematis like? They like their roots in the shade. So we need something to put down at the base. So I've got some old bits of wall in here, and I'm going to create the shade by placing these around the base, so that will give it a nice cool root run. Now you don't have to use stones, you can use little herbaceous plants like heucheras, or you can use lavenders, anything as long as you create some shade around there. Now I've got it in, and I'm going to need to put another couple of gallons of water in there to get it to go away. Well, that's us done for this week. Hopefully you'll join me next time when we'll be telling you about all the other amazing things you can do with your clematis and climbers. I'm off to Chelsea and getting prepared for Hampton Court Flower Show. See you soon.